Before we begin our lesson, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. It's tough not being monetized, and your support would mean a lot to me. By liking and subscribing, you'll help me create even more educational content. If you have any suggestions for improvement, please feel free to comment below. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to our TLE 7 class, Quarter 2, Week 2, Lesson 2. This week we are going to 1. Discuss care and maintenance of crops. 2. Discuss harvesting and post-harvesting practices. 3. Perform agricultural practices in crop production. This time, we will have a short review. You will take a 10-item diagnostic test about various practices on crop care and maintenance. Are you ready? Number 1. Which of the following factors helps the plants to produce their own food through photosynthesis? A. Water. B. Sunlight. C. Seeds or seedlings. D. Temperature. And the correct answer is very good, letter B, sunlight. Next, number 2. This factor influences the growth of the plant by irrigation to maintaining the moisture in the soil. A. Water. B. Sunlight. C. Seed or seedlings. D. Temperature. And the correct answer is very good, letter A, water. Number 3. Providing the primary needs of the plants such as cultivation, fertilizer, irrigation, application of pesticides, weed control. Provision of support is generally referred to as blank. A. Harvesting. B. Post-harvesting. C. Crop care and maintenance. D. Pre-production. The correct answer is, yes, very good, it is letter C, crop care and maintenance. Number 4. Providing trellis to the crawling and climbing plants is a way of blank. A. Provision of support. B. Application of fertilizer. C. Application of pesticides. D. Weed control. The correct answer is yes, very good, it is letter A, provision of support. Next, number 5. This crop care and maintenance helps loosens the hardened soil around the plant. Large acres of farms use mechanical aids in plowing and harrowing. A. Weed control. B. Cultivation. C. Pests and diseases control. D. Irrigation. And the answer is letter B, cultivation. Number 6. This practice is being carried out if the soil is deprived of nutrients. A. Storage. B. Harvesting. C. Fertilizer application. D. Pests and diseases control. And the answer is letter C, fertilizer application. Next, number 7. Blank is done when crops reach maturity and it influences the quality of produce. A. Post-harvesting. B. Harvesting. C. Storage. D. Temperature. And the correct answer is letter B, harvesting. Number 8. This post-harvest practice classifies the produce according to their size, shape, color and ripeness. A. Selling. B. Harvesting. C. Packaging. D. Grading. And the correct answer is very good, letter D, grading. 9. When produce are sold through retail or wholesale, this post-harvest practice is called blank. A. Selling. B. Harvesting. C. Packaging. D. Grading. And the correct answer is yes, very good, it is letter A, selling. Number 10. To ensure proper moisture of the seeds sown, the depth should be blank. A. 0.5 to 1 inch. B. 1 to 1.5 inch. C. 2 to 2.5 inch. D. 1.5 to 2 inch. And the correct answer is yes, very good, it is letter D, 1.5 to 2 inches. Now for our guided inquiry. 1. Can you name factors that influence the growth of the plants? What are those? 2. What should be considered in crop production? Can you name pre-production, production, and post-harvest practices? 3. Which of these practices have you observed done by your parents or farmers in your community, or done in your own backyard garden or field? 4. Why should a farmer be knowledgeable on the various practices in crop production? This time, we will watch a video clips on the proper care and maintenance of crops. After which, each student will find a learning buddy and will answer the guide questions that follow. Here's the video clips. For the guide questions. 1. What are the different practices in caring and maintaining of crops shown in the video? Enumerate each from pre-production to harvesting if necessary. 2. Why is it significant for farmers to be knowledgeable in the proper care and maintenance of crops? Now, we have a follow-up activity from the previous one. From the sharing of the learning buddies, you will now shift to expert farmers group. You will form your own group to discuss the various proper care and maintenance of crops. Each group will be assigned to a particular crop care and maintenance practice. Group 1, in seedbed preparation. Group 2, in weed control. Group 3, irrigation. Group 4, in application of fertilizer. Each member of each group will be given time to share what he or she learned from the learning buddy session. Then, each group will select 2 experts. These 2 experts will summarize what will transpire in the discussion. All experts will convene and discuss with other experts their assigned task while the members prepare the materials for presentation. Afterwards, the 2 experts from each group will stay on their own station as they wait for other groups' members to visit their station. As soon as there are visitors, the experts will explain the crop care and maintenance. The members will go around to the different stations. You will be assessed based on the following criteria. Here are the types of crops. There are 7 categories of crops: food crops, feed crops, fiber crops, oil crops, ornamental crops, and industrial crops. 1. Food crops. This is primarily raised, cultured, and harvested for human consumption. It may be classified as field crops or root crops. Field crops are grown on a large scale for commercial purposes. This includes fruits and vegetables, wheat, rice, corn, sugarcane. Root crops are underground plant parts for human consumption, e.g. carrot, sugar beet, turnip, potato, peanut, radish, etc. 2. Cash crops. This type of crops is sold for profit. It can be exported to other countries as well. Examples are coffee, cocoa, sugarcane, and other exportable crops. 3. Feed or forage crops. This type of plant is usually raised, cultured, and harvested for livestock consumption. Examples are corn, pasture grasses. 4. Fiber crops. This type of plant is usually raised, cultured, and harvested for its fibers to be used as a raw material. Examples are cotton, abaca, banana or pineapple fiber. 5. Oil crops. This type of plant is usually raised, cultured, and harvested for production of oil. Examples are sugarcane, palm tree, coconut, etc. 6. Ornamental crops. This type of plant is usually raised, cultured, and harvested for decorations in the garden and landscape projects. Examples are orchids, rubber tree, bougainvillea, rose. 7. Industrial crops. This type of plant is usually raised, cultured, harvested, and processed by industries for the production of non-edible materials, e.g. tobacco. Crops are also classified according to growth habits. This includes herb, vine, liana, shrub, tree, evergreen, and deciduous. In addition, these crops may be considered as annual, biennial, or perennial crops. There are many variables that influence crop production. These include water, soil, wind, temperature, sunlight, seed selection, knowledge, and crop care and maintenance. It is deemed important to consider these factors as they affect the growth of the plant and as well as the produce or harvest. Crop production is a process because it involves several steps wherein farmers should take precautionary measures at each step. The farmers should also consider the external conditions and factors to achieve bountiful harvest. Thus, farmers should have sufficient knowledge in crop care and maintenance. Here are the practices of crop care and maintenance. 1. Cultivation. This is the first stage of crop production. Cultivation refers to the stirring the soil through plowing or harrowing. Cultivating the soil is one of the most effective ways to control weeds and pests. Cultivating the soil loosens the soil around the plant, which provides air for the root of the plants. This technique is called conventional tillage. Reduced or no tillage can lead to accumulation of soil carbon, consequently benefiting soil health and improving crop yields. 2. Seed sowing or planting seedlings. Good quality and healthy seeds and seedlings should be considered prior to sowing and planting, respectively. Correct depth of soil of 1.5 to 2 inches deep is important for sowing seeds to ensure proper moisture. In sowing the seeds or planting the seedlings, farmers should consider the proper spacing to allow plants on its optimal growth. 3. Irrigation. Crops require water because water prevents crops from drying out, especially during drought. However, the amount of water differs from each variety of crops. There are various ways in which farmers irrigate the crops: manual, drip, and sprinkler irrigation. Manual irrigation is labor-intensive and time-consuming method which uses laborers to irrigate water using water cans. Drip irrigation is the most effective way to supply water and nutrients to crops. It provides water and nutrients directly to the zone of plants in proper amount and proper time. Sprinkler irrigation uses pipes and spray to irrigate the whole field. Pipelines may be used when water is scarce to eliminate water losses. Finally, soil and plant factors determine the irrigation requirements of the crops. 4. Fertilizer application. If the soil is deprived of nutrients, it requires management of nutrients such as application of fertilizers, manures, and compost to enrich the soil content. There are methods of fertilizer application: scattering and mixing with the soil before planting. 5. Weed control. Weeds lead to the reduction of crop yield, increased production costs, and increased incidence of pests and diseases. To control weeds, methods employed including hand weeding, mechanical cultivation, application of pesticides. Manual weeding, hand weeding is time-consuming and labor-intensive method. Laborers uses their hands and/or sickle, scythe to remove weeds. Mechanical weeding uses machineries to remove weeds such as tonneau weeder, power tiller, basket hoe. Chemical weeding uses herbicides to remove seeds. They may be considered selective or non-selective herbicides. Selective herbicides aim the weeds only with effect to the crops, while non-selective herbicides harm both main crops and the weeds. Thus, skill is needed to applying this kind of herbicide. 6. Pests and diseases control. To drive away pests, farmers apply pesticides. There are different varieties of pesticides and each of them has a particular function. This includes herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, molluscicides, and rodenticides. However, farmers are encouraged to employ eco-safe and eco-friendly ways to control pests and diseases. This may include production of organic pesticides and encouragement on the presence of organisms that kills pests. 7. Support for climbing plants. There is a need to provide support for climbing and crawling plants such as bitter gourd, squash, string beans. Trellis may be made or wood or metal. Here are the harvesting and post-harvesting practices. Harvesting and preservation. Farmers harvest when crops reach maturity. Farmers have various ways to gather and harvest crops, such as traditional technique and modern ways. This stage of the development of vegetables when harvested influences the quality of produce. There are factors that determine the harvest date of the crops, such as genetic composition of the vegetable variety, planting date, and environmental conditions. Manual harvesting is employed through the use of mechanical tools such as sickle, scythe for broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Some vegetables are. Changes in the post-harvest are influenced by various factors such as kind of crop, temperature, oxygen and carbon dioxide content, relative humidity, and disease-incitant organisms. Storing the produce contributes price stabilization. It also contributes to the preservation of the produce. Vegetable storage should consider the following parameters: free from mechanical, insect, and disease injury, and matured crops. There are changes that occur on the produce such as water loss, conversion of starch and sugar, flavor changes, color changes, toughening or softening, vitamin gain or loss, sprouting, rooting, and decay. These deteriorates the quality of produce. So, proper storage is needed. Common, unrefrigerated storage, and cold, refrigerated storage, are methods to store vegetables. There is a lack of precise control of temperature and humidity in common storage. This uses insulated storage houses, outdoor cellars, or mounds. Cold storage, on the other hand, allows precise regulation of temperature and humidity, and maintenance of constant conditions with the use of refrigeration. For pre-marketing operations and selling, this stage involves washing, trimming, waxing, pre-cooling, grading, pre-packaging, and packaging. Pre-cooling involves rapid removal of heat from freshly harvested vegetables, slows natural deterioration of the produce, slows the growth of decay, and retards water loss. This includes hydrocooling, contact icing, vacuum cooling, cooling, and air cooling. Hydrocooling is done by cooling the produce by direct contact with cold water flowing through the packed containers. Contact icing uses crushed ice placed in the package or spread over a stack of packages to pre-cool the contents. Vacuum cooling produces rapid evaporation of small quantity of water that lowers the temperature of the crops. Air cooling is done through exposure of vegetables to cold air. Grading ensures that the crops are classified according to their size, shape, color, and ripeness. This establishes a good trade. Packaging. The products are placed in bags, trays, cartons, crates, and hampers of various kinds and sizes. This furnishes convenient means for transport, loading, and stacking for security and economy space. Selling. Farmers sell their produce through retail or wholesale. Retail sales are done when consumers buy produce, often through roadside stands. Wholesale marketing is made when produce is sold to retailers, commercial, institutional, or other large-scale owners. Here are other additional practices to increase crop productivity and farm profitability. 1. Increase crop diversity. 2. Enhance beneficial pollinators population. 3. Employ more eco-friendly weed control measures. 4. Improve soil quality. 5. Manage labor and input costs. 6. Keep track of all the records including expenses and profit. 7. Involve in creative marketing.